널 기다렸어.
We're back. We're live here in Pro League 2016. Tasteless and Valdez. We'll be bringing you the action tonight.
I love how they still have you as Taste, because Tasteless, I guess, doesn't fit in the little box they have.
It's short for base taste.
Yeah, base taste. So we got Afreeca back here again tonight.
That's right, but they have some pretty tough opponents. It's the Jin Air Green Wings.
The best team in Pro League right now.
Yeah, they are very scary. And we're going to start this off with what's going to be a pretty cool PvP, man.
I love that we're down here now on stage and we can see the players' reactions, like straight up. Patience looking a little meek before the god of $sign or $sign.
Yeah.
He shakes his hand and like coins fall out of his hand. He's like, where do those come from? I don't know.
His footprints are made out of dollar bills, man. It's crazy.
Made out of money.
SOS has won so much, but Patience on the up and up. We're going to get the rhythm out here pretty quick and see who's going to come out on top. And I mean, Patience could take this. SOS, if he wins, we would, of course, say what we always say, which is like, well, yeah, that's not too surprising. I mean, SOS kind of beats everybody.
I mean,
SOS is pretty
SOS
godlike.
After all.
Yeah. Got a shot of legend there. The former GSL observer, now turned coach of the Afreeca Freaks.
Yeah. And SOS didn't have the best time at the SSL Challenger. He actually got knocked out by Trust, the KT Protoss, in the tiebreaker match after they both went 5-5 with 3 away wins. And that was a sick match. Wasn't expecting Trust to do that well, and I wasn't expecting SOS to kind of drop the ball on the way that day. I expected him to definitely get out of that group, but didn't work out.
So let's talk a little bit here about Patience. It's funny, I was casting him with Artosis not long ago, and he's somebody, like, he always seems to have enough, even when he's making some of these mistakes in the middle of the map. Like losing a bunch of adepts or maybe losing a Warp Prism. You go back and you got to say, like, wow, he still has everything.
He's like accident prone in a way, you know? But
it's just weird because you got to think if Patience can adjust a few of those ways that he's playing the game, he might be the best Protoss in the world.
Yeah, he has got some great macro, and some decision-making is quite good, too. I mean, he just beat Classic and Dark yesterday. That's 2 of the best players in the world right now, and definitely the best Zerg. So if you're doing that, something is going right. He wasn't really making mistakes. I think he really cleaned up his play in preparation for round number 3.
And I got to say, this could be a 3-0 day here today. This actually could be with the lineup that Jin Air has coming in here. I mean, it's like pretty scary, man. It's going to be huge if the Afreeca Freaks can actually win this today. The picture of SOS is hilarious.
He's got so many wins. He's got a great ratio. He's nearing 100 wins here, whereas this is Patience's first Pro League season. He's 4-3, getting 2 of those wins yesterday.
So let's see what happens. We got our 2 players in the booths. We're actually loading the game up right now. Again, it's going to be a PvP, Patience versus SOS. Oddly enough, it's Patience with more wins against SOS. What?
Where did this come from? We win like a best of 3 against SOS. Oh, Wolf! Come on, Wolf. He was he was on a plane when the Patience games were happening. That's why he voted for SOS.
Yeah, because he's down at he's out of the country right now.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was going to be more split than that, though. I really did.
I thought SOS got 2 or 3 votes, but Patience, I think he made too good of a mark yesterday.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Okay, we're going to go into game number 1. It's Patience versus SOS. You know that countdown sound? That's actually the Brood War countdown sound. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I like that. They kept the feel there. Okay, introing our players in the upper left is Patience in purple. And in the bottom left here in the green is SOS.
I'm sure after his SSL group, he has prepared a bit better for this, specifically his PvP. He's making some weird mistakes in those games for sure. And when you have like a wake-up moment like that where you're SOS and you don't make it out of the group, definitely going to come back here with some better play, I would expect. So I think this is going to be a very even game, in fact.
Well, I think no matter what, we're going to learn something about PvP, man. That much I know. This is like the dream matchup, these two guys fighting it out. Because you got Patience, who just is like so on the up and up. He's such a smart player. But it's SOS who plays so weird. You can never predict him. He'll cheese you. He'll go all the way to the late game. It doesn't matter. He just knows it all.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. And you can see right off the bat, Patience going to get a very nice scout, if no. He is not going to the bottom left for some weird reason.
He's doing the cross spots check.
The cross spot check.
This is like not that.
What? No, he's proxying.
Okay, so he did now. I don't know if we have a proper term for it, but we can call this the 2/3 build. Okay.
Yeah.
The 2/3 build. It's that you got 4 starting locations. A location like this that Patience sets up is not going to be scouted most likely. Here by SOS, and so there's a pretty high chance that 2 out of 3 chance to be specific that Patience, that SOS is in either the upper right or the bottom right, but instead it's actually SOS in the bottom left, which doesn't. I mean, it's not the end of the world for Patience, but it's also not that helpful.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, that's a very far away Stargate. I think that's actually farther away than his own base. Maybe it's a little bit closer.
It's a little bit closer.
Yeah, a little bit. But generally, it kind of takes the proxy out of proxy. The only thing that's going to be good is that SOS won't see the building straight up. But if he gets a full scout in the main, he's going to know something is wrong anyway. He can count the pylons
and be like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
So, either way, it's still probably going to, just produce an Oracle and do a little bit of damage, and we'll probably just move on from there. SOS actually is going for a bunch of Adepts here and no Stalkers, so that could actually be a big problem if he relies only on the Mothership Core.
Yeah, look at this. This is actually a bit of a problem here. He's coming in right now. He's already doing a good amount of damage. The Pylon Cannon goes off, but he's going to move the Adept over here to the left side. Really no way to help defend this. The Mothership just does not do that much damage that quickly.
Oh boy, already 4 probes going down. And it looks like that Adept also got away. So some purple Adepts coming over here from Patience trying to do their own bit of damage. And here comes the Oracle. There is a Mothership Core, but that's about it in terms of defense here.
Is there actually a pylon in the... Oh, yeah, there is one pylon in the bottom left. Okay, so he might be able to defend this. Here comes the Oracle now. And he needs to figure out which pylon he wants to activate. The Adepts also come in there, doing a great amount of damage to those Adepts right there. What? Don't target that.
What is going on with this Oracle control?
Not okay. Not cool to do that.
He could have gotten so much more damage. He just didn't focus down the probes.
I know, it's crazy, right? I don't think the harass is going to end here from Patience, by the way. He's actually going to be doing, I don't want to say all-inning this, but I mean, this is pretty damn aggressive. He's coming here now. He's activated the Pylon Cannon. Some probes are being gunned down right now. Probe count total, 23 to 24, so still pretty even. Although SOS needs to get back to mining right away.
Yeah, he still needs to get some more damage. SOS continuously doing damage in his main, and he has a Nexus up already.
So right now, Patience wants to come in here and almost suicide these Oracles on top of as many workers as possible. There we go.
No overcharge. He's just going to focus down as many as possible.
Okay, he gets one. This Oracle getting very low on energy and HP, and it will not escape. Nicely done there. SOS is in very good shape so far. However, he did lose a lot of probes. It's now 24 to 19 with SOS in the deficit.
Yeah, but it is okay because losing a lot of units now is Patience, and his Nexus is so late compared to SOS. His SOS definitely can catch up if he continuously pumps out those probes.
It's also Patience making another Oracle here. Now, let's remember, guys, had that Stargate, let's say, been hidden somewhere like in the bottom center where you could get there much more quickly, the strat would be a little bit better. But Patience, I mean, he took a little bit of a gamble, man. He rolled the die, and he did not get the 7s.
Yeah, that's very true. And now look at this. More Adepts coming into the main. He's going to warp in some Stalkers, but He is just going to suicide these Adepts to try to get as many probe kills here as possible. Already going up to 4. He's going to get a 5th one before he does go down here.
Yeah, that was actually pretty close back there. Now we got to see, is there going to be any room for SOS to try to do some kind of a timing attack here? You can see it's been a bit of a bloodbath so far. Both these guys losing Adepts and Probes, and Patience losing some Oracles. Patience tries to come in again. Now, one thing about the Oracle is every time he does this, you're kind of delaying your other tech as Protoss. You had to spend minerals and gas on that Oracle. That means that if SOS keeps deflecting it, SOS is going to have a more complicated tech later on, because SOS isn't wasting his own time making Oracles.
Yeah, you can see he's already getting that Twilight Council out here. He has made the robotics facility too, and he is making a Warp Prism very early on. See what he wants to do with that here. Maybe just some more harassment.
Oracle now backing up here. And we have Stalker Blink coming in here. I don't believe, let me check actually the unit tab here. We don't have any Immortals out for either player. We have Patience making his own. So that means the Immortal count's going to be a little bit up here. For Patience. However, you know, with the Warp Prism that SOS is making, he might have the opportunity to do some pretty scary harass. What do you think, Valdez, about this third base right now?
I think it's pretty nice. It's very easy to defend at these positions. It is going to be scouted immediately. And on a big map like Frost, you want to be taking risks like this, taking earlier bases to try to get ahead of your opponents. There's not much that SOS can do in terms of trying to kill Patience here. So I definitely do like the timing of that third base. It looks like SOS, though, with the spot on that third base, is going to add 3 more gates and go for some kind of blink all-in with some Immortals here, too.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea, especially when he gets the Immortal of his own. Now, he did send that Warp Prism out already. I thought he was going to try to shuttle the Immortal over there. You know, we've seen a lot of timing attacks like that. What? SOS, thank your lucky stars. He's actually going to be able to get out of here going southbound now with that Warp Prism. It would have been huge if Patience had actually hit that, but instead, SOS is going to get away unpunished.
The Warp Prism is so important to this push. The fact that that survives is going to make this so much better for SOS.
Well, this is like such a big map. I mean, if you're not ready and you don't protect the Warp Prism, if they take that out, then your rush is done. You know, you're not going to be able to slow rally that.
Oh, man. Look at this. Here we go. The fight going down already, and he gets force fielded off here.
He's going to go for this Immortal here. If he can cut down the Immortal, that would be huge. He does just that.
Oh, and the poor Sentry, too, getting popped. And I don't think there's any way, really, that Patience can hold that third base. He's going to drop down some pylons right now.
Yeah, remember that SOS does have Blink, and Patience does not. This is a very tense moment here for the Afreeca Freaks. He's going to try to come up here. He's got the Mothership in position. One Stalker goes down immediately. SOS with the perfect Blinks does blink away.
Oh, and the Immortal joining the fight here, too. And the lift on the Immortal, actually, is very, very nice. Trying to keep Patience in this game. His own Immortal is doing so much damage. Now he's going to pull the probes. And this may be able to push SOS back.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job so far. He guns down that one Phoenix. SOS not quite on top of his Blinks just back there. The attack continues. He's pulling probes. The probes are slowly getting shaved off. Adepts are now being added into the rest of the mix. The Mothership core does go down for Patience.
It looks like there was something in the back there killing probes. Perhaps some Adepts have shaded through. A blink forward. He's going to try to take out that Immortal, and there it goes.
I think we're almost at the tipping point here. I think SOS might be taking this game. The other Immortal does come down, but reinforcements already come in, and great job picking 2 Zealots here to try to get into the front of that fight. He can shave through with the Adepts as well if he wants to kill off probes in the main. It does force Patience back, and of course then a relocation here from SOS.
I think there's just too much stuff here from SOS. You can see in the supply, he's up 40 now.
Yeah,
he's going to take out this third base, which essentially got 0 value for Patience. He's desperately trying to hold on, making Immortals, but he can't even really afford too many. I think he's only got 1 in his mix, and that's just way too many Stalkers.
Okay, he's regrouping. Meanwhile, Patience going to try to do a drop over here. This could slow SOS down quite a bit. But of course, SOS with just a very scary number over here of Stalkers in the front, also taking out workers in the main. I think Patience is being hit from too many different angles there.
And the blink forward, he catches it. GG! SOS takes the win.
He's just too good, man. He's just too good.
This is what I was saying. I think he was going to come back with a vengeance. And in fact, Wolf, regardless of what he saw, he was correct.
That's right, SOS takes it. I mean, this is why a lot of people say this might be the best StarCraft 2 player we've ever had. I mean, he's just so good. Whether it's BlizzCon or just, almost anything, it's hard to take a game off him. And, I like Patience' style there, but he did take that gamble. He hit that Stargate in a location that turned out to really not be much of a helpful proxy at all. And, game one going to Jin Air.
Yep, and that's the beginning of the potential 3-0 you were talking about. SOS just needed to fill in that piece because we got Maru and Rogue coming up right after. So, arguably players that are in better form nowadays, especially Maru. Not sure about Rogue, but Maru, I mean, this guy, I would expect him to come in here and smash his opponent, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I mean, that's the thing is that Jin Air has got a bunch of great players. They'll have these different play styles too, And this is a bad start here. I mean, Patience really needed to come out here with a win to stay on top of this because they got to survive that gauntlet of the first few Jin Air players. That's why Jin Air did so well. I mean, they've got these guys that, like I said, they all have different styles of play, and it's hard to prep against them. So coming up next, guys, we're going to have Super up here against Maru.
Yeah, poor Superman. He's being fed to the dogs of Maru. And,
he's being fed to the dogs.
Yeah,
it's like you're not even.
Maru's.
That's like one of the most cruel things you can do is feed a human to like hungry dogs.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's like when you play up against Maru. Basically, it's pretty intense.
Maru's pretty scary. I think this is going to be very tough.
Yeah.
Also, Super's one of these players like I feel like has not yet hit his stride.
Yeah,
as a Starcraft 2 player.
He's been around for a while. I don't know exactly when he started, but it was towards the beginning. I think he was around in Wings of Liberty. That's
yeah. Well, he
sure.
had an ID change, didn't he? Wasn't he Vampire for a while?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I remember the first time he changed his ID. Like, I was like, oh, okay, it's Super. Like, not totally sure. And then I see him in the booth, and I'm like.